took as long to get everything together to get the bridge done, right? All right. Well, good morning to everybody. Good morning. Hey, this is a great day. Glad to be here. My name's Steve Ford. On behalf of the Tennessee Department of Transportation, I want to welcome everybody here today to this great event. To recognize the completion of this bridge over the Clinton River of State Route 9. You may have heard recently that Governor Lee recently reassigned our commissioner. He took a new post, Commissioner Bright, as the Chief Executive Officer of the Mega Site Authority in West Tennessee. So he couldn't be here, and so regrets to him that he extends to y'all that he wasn't able to be here today. But we do have a lot of folks that are here. Our Assistant Bureau Chief, Matt Barnes, is here, and I have Brian Carroll from our Legislative Office here as well. Interim Commissioner Joe Galbato and Chief Engineer Paul Deggs weren't able to be here today, but we're excited about today. I also like to welcome, we've got a lot of folks here today. First of all, Chelsea Ivins from Senator Blackburn's office is here with us. Riley Livengood is here from Senator Haggerty, and Cindy Boshears from Congressman Fleischman's office. Also with us today, we have some other folks. Lieutenant Governor McNally is here with us today. Over here, there he is. He switched on me. And we also have Chairman John Reagan with us, Clinton Mayor Scott Burton, and Anderson County Mayor Terry Frank. Dennis Powers, or Representative Dennis Powers, has hoped to be here but had a scheduling conflict come up at the last moment. So with that, we're all here to celebrate, right? Gathered together for a ribbon cutting of this bridge that we now have open that's going to replace an historic bridge, the Honorable William Everett Lewallen Memorial Bridge, that served the Motor Republic for 81 years. Most of us that live in East Tennessee and the Clinton community and travel this way a lot, we know it as the Green Bridge, right? So from now on, I'm going to call it the Green Bridge. The rest of the way it's easier to say. The bridge was actually constructed from a set of plans that was developed in 1938. And it's an interesting thing if you go back in the historic document, and I'm a little bit of a bridge geek, being an engineer. When we travel around the country, my wife, a lot of times we stop and take pictures of bridges like this, by the way. So it's kind of like a field trip. The design actually originated in, and you can get this, it's correct, 1838. It's a Warren Truss Bridge. They updated it in 1848, and hence the name Warren, who actually did the update, is what this type of structure is named after. It was built by the Bethlehem Steel Company in 1939 and opened to traffic in 1940. And as you know, we affectionately call it the Green Bridge. And because of that, as we went through the process of developing the new structure, a lot of coordination with our Historic Society there at the department, as well as the local government entities, we wanted to capture a little bit of that feel. So as you know, beside of us, the rails are painted in that familiar green, as well as the street lighting as well. We wanted to capture that for the future as we look back to the past. You know, the new bridge is going to be a welcome thing for downtown Clinton. We all went across the old bridge and only had 9-foot lanes. Now we have 11 and 12-foot lanes, and it's really nice. We also have sidewalk connectivity and bike lanes, which is great with the Aspire Park and the local parks and connectivity that we have throughout the city of Clinton. That will be there as well. The work on this project began in 2018. The designer of this is TDOT was Adam Price out of our Structures Division. Our lead engineer on it out of Region 1 was Eric Wilson. And I'd like to shout out to some of our staff, a lot of you that live in this community, and the folks that they've worked with throughout the completion of the project. I've seen these people out here a lot. Jason Schultz, Rachel Bentley, Marnay Helbing, Matt Edens, and Elijah Roberts. The contractor on this bridge was Charles Blaylock & Sons. The contract amount was $27.8 million. I believe we have Dale Dockery and Clint Bain here representing Charles Blaylock & Sons somewhere in the audience. Yeah, there they are in the back row. with that, I'd like to take an opportunity to allow some folks to get up. And first, Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally, if he would like to come up and say a few words.
Thank you. It's very good to be here, and it's a great day for Clinton, a great day for Anderson County. And it just shows what happens when the city of Clinton and Anderson County and the state of Tennessee can all come together and work on a single project for this area. And I'm grateful to Governor Lee and Commissioner Paul Diggs, who's his assistant, who does a lot of the day-to-day work. And the new commissioner will be heading up the new Ford project. The old commissioner, I'm sorry, will be heading up the Ford project in West Tennessee. But I'd like to thank the department for all their help, and also for incorporating parts of the old bridge into the new bridge. I think it kind of gives us a sense of the importance of history, and certainly Clinton has a long and historic history in the state of Tennessee, especially being one of the first schools to ever integrate. And I know Jerry Shattuck's here, who was a leader in student council, who helped smooth that process as it went forward. But thank you all, and great to be here. Great to be here with my colleague, John Reagan. He does a tremendous job for y'all in the House, and Mayor Frank. She's a very special person, has the needs of the county in mind, and Mayor Burton, who we've worked with over the years, and who we've worked directly with on this project, and was always a great help. But thank y'all, and I appreciate you, and you're the ones that paid for this bridge, and I think you got your money's worth. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. And next, I would like to have Chairman Reagan come up.
Thank you. I believe it was Shakespeare that said brevity is the soul of wit, so I will try to be witty and be short. I do want to say congratulations to TDOT, in fact, everyone who was involved in the construction of this project. As you heard, multi-millions of dollars and lots of time and effort went into it. So congratulations is to TDOT. And finally, congratulations to Clinton and East Tennessee. This bridge is going to mean a tremendous amount in terms of prosperity and moving our state forward. I can't say enough as far as what this means in terms of increasing, if you will, Clinton's ability to grow. And that's always a good thing. So with that, it's time for Shakespeare to come in and sit down. Thank you, and congratulations to everybody.
Thank you, Chairman. Next, I'd like to have Clinton Mayor Scott Burton come forward.
Thank you. I gotta raise this up a little bit. You know, as people were talking, looking at the old bridge and the new bridge, I was looking down. And you don't look down, look at these double yellow lines. But look at the striped line. And there were trucks going through here, going 60, well, I'm sure they were going speed limit. They were going fast. And look, it's like 5 chairs wide. That's a little eye-opening. But anyway, thank you for all coming. We had a great turnout. We have a great turnout. But before I get started, I got to recognize the council I sit on, or they'll give me a hard time. So, City Council, raise your hand, and please give a round of applause to these guys. Work hard every day. Didn't have a lot to do with this project, but we did have to answer some phone calls and answer some questions. So, also want to thank our city manager, Roger Howe, for his continued leadership over his number of years being here, and also Lynn Murphy, that really provided the oversight of the bridge too. So please give them a round of applause. couple of things I want to say. I won't be brief, but I won't be too long. So, since 1940, the Green Bridge has been a staple in the center of Clinton. The majority of Clinton residents, we don't know Clinton without the bridge. You certainly can't give directions without the bridge either. It's always go to the Green Bridge, take a right. This structure has seen many changes in our town, from Magnet Mills, Richie Cream, the South Pole, and the South Clinton Drive-In, now to McDonald's, CVS, Walgreens, Clinton Drug, Get and Go, and Spire Park. Our Green Bridge has been around for generations. One of my favorite stories of Clinton that involves the Lewallen Bridge goes back when Clinton High School was integrated in September of 1956. And the story kind of goes like this, and if I get it wrong, I think Jerry's still here, so Jerry can correct me if I'm wrong on any of these facts. The story goes like this. The Tennessee Highway Patrol, summoned by Governor Frank Clement, coming across the bridge, the Green Bridge, at the last minute, with lights flashing and sirens wailing, just when the courthouse was about to be overrun by a mob protesting of Clinton High School. The 5-man Clinton police force and the Home Guard, made up of local citizens, were about to be overwhelmed. The Highway Patrol, led by Greg O'Rear, circled the courthouse square. Then O'Rear unloaded his 6-foot 8-inch frame, brandishing his shotgun, came out of his patrol car and said, "Boys, it's over." And it was. That's a little bit of history that the Green Bridge shares. As we cherish the past, we must look forward to the future and continue growth in our small town. The completion of the new bridge is just the beginning of Clinton's partnership with the state of Tennessee Department of Transportation. The city of Clinton has received 3 transportation alternative program grants called TAP grants, with a total project funding exceeding $3.7 million. The project will revive downtown Clinton by widening and adapting ADA compliance to their sidewalks, add landscaping, and site furnishings. The areas included in the project are Broad Street from Cedars Boulevard to Main from North Hicks to the new bridge connecting the walking trail below us at Lakefront Park and the Market Street area. I would like to personally thank our TDOT representatives, Lieutenant Randy McNally, and Representatives Reagan and Powers, for their continued support of these projects. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to lower this back down for me. Next up, I'd like to welcome Mayor Frank to the podium as well.
Thank you, Steve, and I guess I'm the political closer this morning. Thank you to Governor Lee and to Lieutenant Governor McNally, Representative Reagan, the legislature, for funding this incredible project. The bridge is absolutely gorgeous. To me, the engineering feat is just incredible that men and women can do this, and it always continues to amaze me. I also want to brag on the city of Clinton. And what am I doing? The city has done a fantastic job of collaborating with TDOT and communicating what's going on here to the public. Lynn Murphy did a fantastic job, as Mayor Burton alluded to. Questions were coming in all the time. I know the mayor personally on Facebook would answer a lot of those. City council would answer them. And the city just did a really good job. So Mayor, congrats. You've got a great team there working with Roger and all the folks there within the city. And I also want to brag on TDOT. Being inside government, I came from the small business world. Being inside government, now you appreciate more how it takes a little bit longer to do things, but you also appreciate organizations and departments and government agencies that know how to get it right and do it well. And TDOT does that. And I know the Lieutenant Governor and Representative Reagan can testify that this has been one of the organizations that I've taken time to write them about and say, These folks know what they're doing, and they treat anyone who calls with respect. I had one time I had to walk through a digital program, and whoever just randomly picked up the phone was so kind, walked me through the process. I never identified myself as mayor, so they did not know. So I just want to brag on this organization and thank them for a new bridge, and then also all the folks that are the hands that poured the concrete, that laid the steel. So thank you all. This means a lot to Anderson County, means a lot to the city of Clinton, and I just want to thank everybody. So I pray favor over all those who put this together, and the prosperity this will bring for the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Frank. And so, usually about this time is where we have our ribbon cutting, right? We come to a ribbon cutting, we're going to cut a ribbon. We're going to do that, but before we do that, we do have a presentation or two that we want to do. This is a very iconic bridge, like we talked about, for the community and for those of us who have lived in the community and worked in the community, represented the community for a lot of years. So I believe, Lieutenant Governor, we have something for you that we want to present to you. I'll hold it for you. It's really heavy, so you can maybe take it home to you, but we did want to give you this. Around here. This is the actual plaque from the bridge from the Bethlehem Steel Company when it was constructed. So, it is good. We can have it put in your car. You got it? All right. He's not going to let go of it now. You got it? A couple of other things that we have. Right now, we also have a picture up here that was taken from our aerial survey. We actually have 4 of them here today. There are supply chain issues across the country. You've heard about that? Well, the photo place has supply chain issues, so I have one of them that's not here yet because they ran out of frame. But I have one for you, Lieutenant Governor, Chairman, as well as Mayor Frank, and also Mayor Burton. And we also have one for the Chamber as well, just to recognize. We thought it would be neat because just in a few weeks, as Blaylock starts working again, this bridge will be dismantled, but we do have a recognition of the 2 bridges beside of each other for the city as well. A couple of other things. We have a picture in the back with a postcard, I think, is that right, Amanda, that people can sign their name as being here at the event. And we also have postcards in the back that have a picture of the bridge as well, that you all are welcome to take with you. That's what they're there for, to commemorate what we're doing here today. And with that, I believe it's ribbon cutting time, right? All right, so we're going to make our way over to the ribbon.